Hello RC fans, Racing 393. And finally, absolutely finally, we get a car out. And as you can see by the picture, one of many that I have, but we've gone down the Grasshopper route. So if you watched the previous video, the Grasshopper, I've done two. So I've done this one, and I did like a stupidly hopped up $500 or excess of hop up, which pretty much ended up changing the whole car. So all the bits I had left was for a standard Grasshopper. So hence why I thought, well, I'll build a standard one and we can compare the two. So in this video, we take the standard one out, a car which I've quite vocally said I don't like. I do not like Grasshoppers. Never had one until now. I didn't really care for them, to be honest. All the pictures I've seen of them and with people reminiscing over their sort of, their childhood. I understand that. In the day, it's what makes RC fun. But a little bit of humble pie, only a little bit. Actually, quite enjoyed using it, as you'll see by the video. So, without further ado, let's get into the preparation and just getting ready to take the car out. I hope you enjoy the video. About time we got this out. Right. 33.4 degrees hot. Maybe charge a battery? Not maybe. Let's charge. Charge a battery. So I think we'll use that one. 5,500 milliamp hour 50C or 5,000 50C. We'll use that one. First, well, running video for years. That was in storage charge. I put that on there. 11th for the 6th. Right, let's get it charged. There we go. Yeah, it's not in the bag, but I'm here at the minute. Oh my god. There we go. Filming me, filming you. Oop. Put that in there in a minute. Right, full charged. We'll put it in here now. Woo! Yeah, I have. It dropped. Where's that gone? Where's that gone? It's always just out of sight. Just can't see it. It's never drops. Oh, there it is. Oh, it's there, look. Just there. No.
If it falls at 33.5 degrees, you won't see it. And it fell at 33.5 degrees. Right, at 32 degrees. Let's finally go. We'll expect that today. This is where I'm walking to get to somewhere where I don't know to use this car. It is very much, you can only get there by foot. I think I might have found somewhere that you can use the car, you know, so it's sort of nice and quiet, but in a pretty good place as well. But this is called Castle Bottom, full of wildlife, but great views. I mean, look at that, and peace and quiet. Amazing. Normally I bring the dog down here, but it would be a bit much with her and me and the backpack and the car. It's quite steep here. Look. Over here got wild ponies. I keep tripping over the stumps. There's also some steps going down, and I think doing work down here as well. So these are the old steps. Look at that. Really nice. But we're still quite a way off yet. Yeah, path maintenance. So they're the new steps. It's all helpful. Lovely. Right, let me crack on, let me carry on. try a few more. See if we can see it a bit better. Two-wheel drive ain't no good though, is it? Goes well though. Stuck. The open diff doesn't let it grip, but not bad. It's got a little bit of a trek back now, and then I'll do like a closing. Car's absolutely filthy. Yeah, look. Upstairs, steps even. That was really good fun, surprising. I didn't like grasshoppers. God, I wouldn't buy, and that's a standard grasshopper. I wonder how the other one would go. I don't think it'd be as good as that, personally. But yeah, it keeps you fit. Nice day. Nice location. I'll do a closing when I get back. Got the back. Whew. Sweating, look. Anyway, hang on. Hang on. There you go. Well, you see it there? It's better. Oh. Looks alright. Went really well. I think I might, I don't know, maybe it wants a little bit more, not so much as a free diff. But I'm so surprised. Oh, I'm sweating everywhere. Hang on, I need to. Oh, drinking, I've got a drink here. 30 degrees, 31 in this shed. You have to remember this is a standard grasshopper. The upgrades was the motor and the speed controller max. It's an easy run. I showed you what it is when I put it in. So it's one of those combination ones, but it is super. Well, it's super dusty, but it went really well. This is from somebody who didn't even want a grasshopper. It's really surprised me. It doesn't have to be about speed. I need a good clean. Still silky smooth. Couple of tumbles, but nothing serious. But it bounces, doesn't it? It just bounces, hops along quite merrily. Yeah, I'll give it a proper clean before I use it next, or whatever I do. I don't know what to do now with it though, that's the thing. Just give it a wipe down there. I'm going to have to unplug it. To unplug the battery. Bear with me a minute. Let's just take the shell off a minute. Let's get the battery out. Oh. Wow. Let's unplug it. That's the battery box stay thing. I couldn't fit that on because it doesn't. This battery doesn't really fit, so I just gaffer taped it for now. Nothing got hot. It lasted for ages, as you can see by the videos. It all still feels really smooth, but it will need a bit of a clean, a bit of a wipe down. Considering that was like everything's brand new, it makes a change to use the bloody thing, if I'm honest. Right, let me just get the battery out. It should just come out quite easily. There you go. Let's put this back on. I'll just see if I can find a battery that fits with this connector on the bottom plate on the chassis. Oh god, there's dust everywhere. Oh. And put this back into storage charge. Right, I'll do an actual closing with my sort of final thoughts. I'm so impressed. God, why? Grasshopper, don't buy one, never buy one. But yes, however, I would put quite a lot of power through it. It's not about top speed. Standard crappy Tamiya, what was it, 18 or 19 tooth pinion. We know what they're like, but that's all I had at the time. It's not going to get an absolute thrashing, is it, to be honest? Right, I'm going to clear up here, but I'll go. I'll do an actual closing. You can't see me, but it doesn't really matter, does it? At the end of the video, of my final thoughts.
Oh, there you go. That was that. That was really enjoyable. I don't know what it was. What was it? Was it the fact that I hadn't been out in a car, like a radio control car, for ages? It could be. It's not a nitro. I normally do nitros, but I've got plenty of electric. It could have been taking a car out, which, like I've said before, I've openly said isn't for me. This was the thing is, this was a completely standard Grasshopper apart from the electrics. Lots and lots of people stated on social media and forums, like forever, that the 380 or whatever came with it I think it's 380, even you upgrade it to a silver can, that's as far as you can go. There's absolutely no point, and I'm quoting this, putting in ultimate power in, low turns, brushless, because you're wasting your time. I hope that this video gives you some incentive to go ahead and put a fast motor in your Grasshopper. If you watched a previous video of the upgrades and the build and all that of this car, I put in this an easy run combo. I think it was a max, is it a max 10? I can't remember. And a reasonably high powered brushless motor. And in a previous video I did the wiring because I thought it was a bit messy, because it went in, it was all long like spaghetti, so we did that. Not that that would have made any difference to the running, I must admit. What else did I do? I think that's about it. We put some fancy ball races on this. I think there was ceramic from Plaig RC or Plaig Bearings. Trevor Locke, his name is. Fantastic. I mean, I've never spoke to him other than email, so I'm just a punter. Never had a problem. Super efficient, super friendly guy from the email, from what I can gather. Yeah, totally recommend. I'll put a link in the description. I thoroughly recommend you seek him out. So overall, the area that I chose for the video wasn't about speed. I thought let's go back to, without the pun intended here, grassroots. Taking an off-road buggy from many people's childhood, but not mine, and putting it through its paces without wrecking the thing. My plan was going to do like a speed run. I still might do that. But it is rather unstable. The Grasshopper generally is unstable at high speed, which is why people have probably said over the years, don't go overboard with the power. But, it performed really well. I think what I could have done is perhaps added some more steering. That's one thing I didn't do. I felt it could have done a little bit more, but it went superb. So for someone like myself who would probably advocate don't bother wasting your money on a Grasshopper, although I did that pretty much with the other Grasshopper, over $500 of hop-ups. So we'll get an idea how that goes. But yeah, I think I did mention a little bit of humble pie. I'd agree. There's a little bit of that. It's not one that I don't take my RC cars out every day. I mean, this was the first time for a long time. But even when I do take them out, it's not every day. Perhaps when I was younger, you'd be bashing them around, or not necessarily bashing them, but using them, and they'd wear out or break. And I've stayed away from the speed run aspect at the moment. It was terrific fun in the sand on a particularly hot day. Most of my RC cars come back pretty much newish. It's the first time for a while I've actually used it in an area where would encourage the car to get a bit grubby, and I can't say that I was particularly disappointed with that. In fact, the exact opposite. I thoroughly enjoyed it. So if you're thinking of getting a Grasshopper, now this is coming from me, and you're new to the hobby, then get yourself a Grasshopper. Would I recommend upgrading it? Maybe if you're completely new, you don't need to. But if you've got a little bit of interest in the RC hobby, maybe you've seen your friends or a family member has got one, and you think, oh, I might get a Grasshopper. But the only thing I'd perhaps recommend, at the very least, is go to a silver can. If you're quite into your hobby and you sort of haven't had a Grasshopper, definitely get yourself a Grasshopper and have a bit of fun and put some power through it. You'll have an unbelievable experience, which the video doesn't do it justice. It's such a strange thing. But there you go. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope my enthusiasm, which doesn't always come across on camera, comes across on this one. So I think we'll leave it there for now. Another video, not the next video, because I don't know what I'm doing next, but another video will be soon, and that will be of the other Grasshopper, of which I just threw money at. The one that was made of aluminium and probably not designed to be used where I'll use this one. So I don't know what I'll do with that one yet. It's not a case of, at the moment, a head-to-head. It will be. But this is just to see whether you have as much fun in another Grasshopper, which costs nearly 5 times as much, I would think, all said and done. So, yeah, look out for that video. Like and subscribe the video, and hit the notification bell if you would like to be notified of maybe when that video is released. It would be much appreciated. It helps the channel out, pushes it forward so other people can view similar content. There's lots of content out there with RC, far more than I anticipated, if I'm honest, and all pretty good. I've not really seen any bad RC channels, if I'm honest. And even if I did think that, I still would watch the channel because it's someone's hobby, and they enjoy portraying their hobby to others. So I think support all channels, no matter how big or how small they are. Everyone sort of deserves their shot at showing off their hobby. So without further ado, I'm going to leave that thought there. Get yourself a grasshopper, get some power in it, and you will enjoy it. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you later.